All right, my friends, I have been messing with ChatGPT, like probably, anyone who's not living under a rock for quite some time. And I finally got ChatGPT to admit that it can eliminate sales. Um, when you think about what goes into being a really great seller, what goes into being a mediocre seller, I finally got it to admit that it can replace mediocre sellers. And so I'm going to show you exactly what I did. So I started with this. Can you replace poor performing salespeople in B2B? We'll make sure in B2B, in a more transactional sale. We'll start there, right? We'll say, okay, do you really think you can do that, etc. Today on language model, I'm unable to directly replace. So this is what it does. So it starts down this rabbit hole. It doesn't want to admit that it can replace salespeople. Okay, so what can I do? Well, I can do all of these things. I can help with lead gen and prioritization. And so let's first start with, so I've seen this one come up before. So the question I'm going to ask it next is, if someone is basically just hitting send all on templated emails with the customization coming from AI, and not making phone calls, could you replace that role? One word answer. I love doing this too, because it likes to do a lot of like, oh, but this. Boom. All right, so there you go. So first, it's saying, look, if I am a SDR or an account executive and I'm just hitting send all with some very basic customization, boop, done. Okay. So let's ask it next. What are the attributes of a low performing B2B sales person? Okay, so then we'll say this. It's going to tell us. Poor comm skills. Okay, this is an interesting one, right? You saw it said it can't mimic people. It can't do this. And so what does that mean? It means EQ. It means, do you have high EQ, low EQ? What's your EQ like, right? If you think about what it can replace and what can it replace. Okay, so look at these things. These are all things here you kind of look at it that you'd kind of expect from a low performing person as a part of this, right? It already said it can eliminate this limited prospecting skills, person as well too. So now let's do this. So assuming a salesperson has low EQ, I'm gonna use its language. Has okay communication skill and okay empathy, but struggles to customize a sales experience to the buyer versus just doing a one size fits all demo. Could you replace that person? One word answer, please. It's thinking. No. Why not? So this is great. So this is kind of how you go down these rabbit holes. While AI can assist in personalizing and automate certain aspects, it cannot entirely replace the human intelligence. So it'll go on and it'll tell me more and more about what it is. Okay, so it says, oh, I can't replace a low performing. Well, let's maybe change that. Okay, if a sales team if a sales team has low performing members who basically qualify people on the first call by asking basic questions, then run a non-tailored demo for a prospect. If I can spell it, prospect. Could AI replace that role? One word answer. Potentially. It loves to do potentially, just so you know. Like that, this is its cop out. What would make it yes? Okay, that's right. Assume the product is not overly complex and is a software with low levels of customization. So all of you think about that. Could you replace that person? Boom. One word answer. We'll just say stop generating because I don't need that. Yes. There you have it. My friends, if your role is doing basic discovery, you sell a software product or something that's like relatively non-complex, if you listen to your own demos or you don't really tailor the demo to anything that you hear, AI is going to replace you. I promise you it's going to happen because, again, the human aspect is the nuances, etc. So if every conversation you're running a qualification call, you're not getting nuance, you're not being tailored to the individual, my friends, this right here will be your fate. It's that in this new world that we are entering into, the ability, again, can I eliminate an SDR role if they're just hitting one size fits all with customized emails from AI? Yep. So if you're an SDR only sending AI assisted emails that are templated and no calls, you can be eliminated. That's going to be one of the first. If you're an AE who's just doing a basic discovery that's a qualification, the demo sounds pretty much the same. That's next. Right? In my next video, I'll show you where I can get ChatGPT to admit that it can then potentially, if AI continues to advance, replace salespeople further and further up the ladder. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe. I've got a lot more AI content coming your way. And again, this is important for everyone to stay on top of.